Welcome to another video and episode on my walking robot Mirft2, which is based on the fischertechnik TXT controller running embedded Linux, programmed in online mode in Python, and equipped with two front sensors, USB camera, and another sensor right here at the back. Not of much use, but it's there. It is supposed to walk, but I am remodeling it, as you will see later on. And because it can't walk right now, I've put it on a scaffold on an elevation. And if you are following this series of videos, then you have already seen it, but in case not, that is the elevation. And those are the objects that it is grabbing an image of with OpenCV, which is part of the community operating system that it is currently running. All objects are made of fischertechnik as well, and this is the object that I have created last, modified by putting a bin with some weight, otherwise it was pushed over quite easily by other projects, and I put this one. As you can see, the ruling color is red because I am trying to separate the color red. I'm also trying to get a certain distance running. That doesn't work quite well for some reason. Also due to motor stuff, I think. Not quite clear yet. But first of all, let's try to boot and make contact using SSH. I should be using a battery pack right here, but it's not there because of its static position. I'm using an AC adapter. The community operating system is located on a micro SD card, which is inserted here. Advantage of the community version of the operating system is that I can assign my own network address to it. Otherwise it can only function as DHCP server, dynamic host control protocol, which gives an IP address, and now I can set my own, which I have done. That has many advantages. Now it is running the operating system, and now I will try to make contact using secure shell. Yes, I have to acknowledge contact. That is good. Next thing that I will do is try to make RoboPro my contact. I already set the correct IP address, and now I want to find out whether it makes contact with both sides of the story, which means that for making pictures I have to change into the standard firmware user interface. This is the community user interface, so let's see if it makes contact. No, it does not make contact now. So I am changing into the community interface, the standard interface, which is now on, making contact again, and now I can make contact. So the only way I can make contact is via this interface. That is no problem. And I have to set the date, but let's go to screencast and I will show you anything else. So with this kind of introduction, I have logged in here, I have logged in here. Second time, no confirmation needed. I have to set the date first, which is now 30, and it is 8:57. And yes, in my part of the world I use 24-hour clock, so it's done like this. Password, yes, all set. And because of the standard user interface that I'm using now, I can make contact, that is no problem. So this switch, and you'll see switch 1 being pressed, this switch is 3 and this switch is 2, which is fine. Then this is nice and this is nice as well. Everything works, counter works. Let's reset, because this is not influenced by, this is of no influence of my own program. I don't have the ability to watch this via or watch the cam in here, and that is because I'm using Wine. If I would run Windows via, for instance, VirtualBox, I do not know if that would work. That would be worth a test, by the way. Anyway, that's not now. Time now is for removing everything that was part, but let's be safe as usual and open the source code first. I made a mistake with that once, that I had to restore all my source code. Not again. That was a painful experience. So now everything is safe, set and done. Last time also I found out that I had to put the robot on a certain distance to get a nice result in image. I did measure one. I did measure the distance then. So let me see whatever happens now. And by the way, since the camera is pointed downwards and not straight forward, the question is if this is being signaled, although you never know. Let's see. Let's wait and see if anything happens. Alright, run it. Image being grabbed. Send. Alright, so the latest image is 9030. Using display command from ImageMagick, 930. See, the red part on top is not visible, so I can just as well remove it. no problem. And now it's on an elevation, so without elevation it has no sense at all. So let me just straight away remove it. Just an experiment and no worthwhile. The experiment which I did yesterday with my riding robot or driving robot Mirft2 was that I had it here. That can be a solution as well, but since I'm trying red and this is also red, like this one and this, I just think I'll keep it this way. So yeah, this is about, no, it's not exactly the same. On the picture I've put yellow on the left, so like now, that's good. Let's display the result image. That's quite nice, very nice indeed. Everything that shows red has to show, even this one as well, very nice. And this one is darker than this one, which is also good. So let's now take the blob image. And I'm not, yeah, okay, kind of. This is pretty nice. And distance is now, let's say 30 centimeters. And I think that is good. I think that is nice. What I want to know, by the way, is, because now I'm using it as an elevation, and when it is down on its feet it won't see a lot of it, and that's a problem. Of course I have to calculate in that it will see a lot less. So do I have to put the camera in a straight line, a horizontal line? That's a good question. Or I have to lengthen the legs. That brings other challenges with it. Let's see how long that is. That's about from here downwards. That's a 2-element piece, which is like this here. I've tried that before, but the culprit is that with the forces applied to it by the weight of the robot, will it stuck? Will it stick to this part of the legs? I dare not say. Anyway, this is a nice result. I have one more image to show, but I don't think the image is different. Yeah, see, that's the same difference. That is the same one. whether it should be or not. Well, in the example that I had, it was clearly shown in figure in here what it was, and I cannot say really the same that I can make out of this that it is like this. On the other hand, yes, I can. This is a pole, but it's blackened out, so you can't see the rest of it. This is, although you can't see this is a plate, you can see this is a plate, and you can only, from here, you do not see the spikes, which are clearly there. Look at the image. So, yeah, okay. The situation has changed. I have, considering the fact that the robot is actually on an elevation, I've put the objects also on an elevation, and that elevation became higher than expected, so I had to put the elevation for the robot also a little bit elevated extra. I've put the camera no longer under an angle but straight ahead, and although the elevation of the objects is rather unstable, it's completely improvised. Things can go horribly wrong. Well, what is horribly wrong? They can go wrong. Anyway, they're there in the same sequence. And now the question is, what does the camera grab? So, let's run. And it will not be this image anymore now. Image is taken, that's very good. There comes. Alright, it's 9:56:49. So, 1:30, 9, 56, 49. Oh, and by the way, that should be image. Look at that. Completely different. But it does watch them. It does see them. And that is very good. So, now we go to result. Oh, really? That means an empty image. Yeah, because I typed in like dyslexic, wrong sequence. This is better. Although it's not that much better. It's rather quite bad. So the blob will be equally as bad, I'm afraid. Yeah. It's even worse than I expected. Anyway, what should be done? And I have put them further back because I thought the distance was the same. So let's run again. See whatever happens. Yeah. And of course this one should be somewhere around here for safety's sake. And and then everything goes down. Yep, the whole thing comes down. Oh well, let be. Images have been taken. That's the most important part. So at least I hope it, and otherwise I have to run it again. But now the image that should be watched is 3010 326. Yeah, that's good. Kind of, at least. We put it here, or more appropriate here. Result. No, I'm not satisfied. Not satisfied at all. This should be entirely red. This should be entirely red. This is not good. The distance isn't a problem, I think. But this is way less than adequate. I don't even need to see the blob. This is drama. No. This one. So, distance is better. But that's all that is better. I can see here things. That is quite understandable. I need to improve that elevation, clearly. Because this is, well, to say not good. However, yeah, this is not the way I want to see it. What to do, I don't know right now. Going to be further, and next thing up is modeling with Blender, and this has to be continued. So, Blender. What to do with Blender? Well, clearly, I have, oops, last time I changed the blocks here under, although the question is, are they correct now? I doubt it. When I lift it, turn it around, oh wait, and you should see what I'm doing, always nice. Then it is quite clear that there are 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2. Okay, let me put it this way then. No elevation for now. How many blocks are here? I'm talking about the underside, and there are, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that is correct. It just doesn't look like it, but oh wait, here is a block missing. Aha, wait. That may be the problem. Where's the block gone? Okay, redo. Can I Control Z? Yeah, Control Z, very good. So that clearly needs to be there. Yes, problem solved. Now no loose and missing blocks anymore, I hope. Let's save. I have to wait till it's saved. Save again. Okay, save now. And now I will have to check everything else. Is that correct? Here the camera comes. At least that is the idea. Or am I looking the wrong way? I am looking the wrong way. The camera side is this side. On the other hand, I'm completely looking the other way because this is the camera stand. This is upside up camera stand, which now is horizontal, which is good. This is good as well. By the way, I do realize that I have made a little thinking mistake here. This should be otherwise. Construction wise it's okay. Modeling wise it's not okay because I remember now that I had to do it like this with one small part here because I lacked other parts. And by lack of parts you have to improvise. And then you forget. So here still comes the controller. Wiring has to be adapted. Because I will have 4 motors instead of 2. And yeah. How many parts do I have? That's the next one. And are all parts now as they should be? That's also a very good one. All around the motor are small, or all around the controller are small solid parts. All other parts can be the L-shape beams. This can be long L-shape, this can be long L-shape, etc. So that would be good. What color? Doesn't matter. As long as they are having the shape, it's alright. And that's it for now. Time is up. So we're from a rather good OpenCV result. I am going back to a crappy result. I have to find out whether it's lighting or whatever, or distance or combination. What I did find out was that well, actually a confirmation of what I already thought. The working of RoboPro depends on which interface you're using, and then I'm talking there the standard interface or the community interface, and it works only with the standard interface, which is in a way understandable because that is what it was designed for, but still. Alright, slight modification to the robot, modification to this object, modifications to and check out of the model in Blender, and that's all there is. Thanks for watching. If you everything is now on an elevation to make things realistic in the case of what the robot should be about, namely not on an elevation, and if that's on an elevation, that should be on an elevation as well. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to keep videos coming your way, and for any other stuff like lots of pictures. You can donate via PayPal or Wired, or become a patron. And if you become a patron, your name will be mentioned on my website, or depending on the pledge, also with my videos. For more information, please see under this video for the URL of my website and more. This is of course to be continued. Have a nice day.